Rusty's Crypto Cave here. These are all my breakers that are currently running and the power draw on each one of them. The left one's got the S19K Pro 104, and I believe it also has the S19K Pro Plus, which I believe for the S19K Pro. Let me follow these. Yeah, it has the S19K Pro on it, and then the blue breaker at the 4900 watts has the J Pro Plus, I think, on it. Yep. Yeah, that's got the J Pro Plus on it, on that breaker, along with a 3070 rig and the 3080s. And then the red breaker's got pretty much everything else, which is like pretty much 5 of the Octominers, and the Ice River KS2 is on there as well. The 2 KS0s are running on the 110 outlet, or 120 outlet, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, reason for this video, my new electric rate has taken effect. I believe it took effect on the 15th is when the switchover took. So now each one of these kilowatts, instead of costing me 5 cents, 5.2 cents roughly, is now costing about 12.4 cents. So I'm going to have to power some stuff down. Like, for example, Mini Doge, not profitable. This is like the Mini Doge Pro or whatever the hell it is. That's going to get powered down here shortly. I think I'm close to a payout, so I'm just going to wait till the payout hits and then shut her down. Because even at the 5 cent kilowatt, it probably really wasn't making much, if anything. And it's definitely not making anything at the at 12 cents. So, did pretty much check everything else. Everything else is still profitable. Just don't want to run a $1,800, $2,000 electric bill a month and pay for that out of pocket. So, I don't know if I'm just going to get into like selling stuff. I haven't decided what the strategy is going to be going there. But I do have some things going on that I could do. The S19K Pro, that thing is running at about 23 joules per terahash on with the Epic Control Board. So that thing is running pretty efficient. I can run it at a lower power usage and get it even more efficient. So that's probably going to be the game plan going forward. Same thing with the 104, S19K Pro 104. That's running right around the stock hash rate at about 2600 watts, somewhere around there, I think. I'm probably going to make that run more efficient as well. I do have the Brains OS control board. It's supposed to be delivered tomorrow, so I'll do another video on that and mess around with that. I'm assuming the Brains OS web GUI is going to look exactly the same as what just the SD card does. But I'm just going to try it, mess around, and see how it is. I ordered that back in the summer, I think it was, sometime in August, and it finally shipped and should be arriving here on Monday. And then the Ice River KS2, that's still on stock firmware and everything like that. Didn't overclock it. I'm probably going to leave it that way. Don't think I'm going to overclock it at all. Just leave it on the stock. Because it seems like when you do overclock, and yes, you get more hash rate, but you lose some of the efficiency. So with the higher electric rate, I just need to keep the efficiencies. And then the S19K Pro Plus, that is running a Epic Control Board as well. So I will tune that to be more efficient and get the most amount of hash rate for the least amount of power that I could get out of it. Because for the most part, everything's been tuned for pretty much hash rate and then to max out my available power. So now I'm going to change the strategy around to get the most hash rate for the power that I am using, which for the most part means lowering the power usage on all of them because they get more efficient as the power usage comes down. Even with this bit being stock firmware, the low power mode is more efficient than their normal modes. As far as GPUs go, pretty much going to be mining low power algorithms as much as I can. Now, if something pops up that's crazy profitable on like Kapow or something like that, I might switch a few rigs over, like the most efficient cards that I have over that algorithm, but not everything. I may just have all the other stuff mining a low power algorithm like Lithium or Dynax or Byron or Carlson or whatever it happens to be at the time, and just swap it into the coin that I want. It's currently pretty much everything down here is on Alephium except for the 2080 Ti's. That rig is on Dynex, and this is the rig that's on MMP OS, so this is the rig that is on Plus. Because if you see on the little display screen, it's kind of hard to see, but doesn't show some of the integrations like the Hive OS has. Like here, this 30, I think this is the 3070 rig here. That will show you that it's mining Alephium, all that. So that is the game plan as of right now. May change going forward. Like the electric rate that I do have is really only good for a month. It is 5.4 cents per kilowatt through New Wave Energy Services or something like that it's called. And so I'm going to have to play the game as far as switching electric suppliers, possibly. I mean, I might be able to call them and get them to lock me into a longer term contract, but didn't seem they wanted to go too aggressively with the they give me an option of like a 3-month contract at like 7.2 cents and a 6-month one at like 7.8. But for the time being, I just wanted to go to the lowest possible and maybe just bounce around from supplier to supplier as I go forward, which would be a pain in the ass, but that's what I got to do to get the lowest power rate. I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. But it is what it is. They misinspire already with the unlimited power plan, but it was a good run. I think my first year with them was in 2019, and it started off at like $90 some or something like that. Then it went to $100 and some a month, and then went to like $4 something because that's when I started adding more hardware, a lot more hardware, I should say. And then it was like $7 something, and just kept on going up because I did keep on adding more and more equipment and more power usage. They originally only had one 30 amp breaker in the basement, and then expanded it to a sub panel with 3 30 amp breakers. And I still do have a couple rigs spread around the house too. I have a 2070 rig in my home office area, which isn't really much of a home office. There's a desk in there, but it's kind of a bunch of stuff kind of stacked up and more like storage. And then I have my 3070 Ti's that are in the basement. And then I have a 1660 Ti rig that is in the garage. There's no other thing I'll have to check on the profitability of the Jazzminer X41U. See if that's still profitable to run at 12 cents a kilowatt. I haven't done the math on that one in a long time. I pretty much had it on Ethereum. The merge happened, switched to Ethereum Classic. I actually probably switched that to Ethereum Classic before the merge because of the DAG file size. And then got to 50 Ethereum Classic in my bag and then switched it to Octaspace. And it's been mining Octaspace ever since. So we got some things to mess around with and check out. But I'm going to check out, see how close I am to a payout on that mini Doge. I'm trying to see when I can turn that off because it's 200 mega hash at 200 watts or so, whatever it is. So the newer versions are more efficient, but they're probably still not profitable to run. But well, so still never did anything with this. Still disconnected. As you can see, the filter's still fairly clean on that side. I did bump the fan speed down so it's not cranking at 9 or 10 because it's cold enough that it doesn't need to be that high. It is currently 50 degrees outside, 57 degrees on the intake wall, about 88 up high there, and then 83 on the exhaust side wall. It's a rainy, dreary day in Pennsylvania, so I have to go back out in the rain to get back into the house. So, other than that, don't have much for this video other than just talk about the new electric rate, what the game plan is going forward. And Monday that Brains OS board will come in, so I'll get to tinker around with that. It's probably still going to be raining on Monday, so I may be just swapping that board out in here instead of carrying the ASIC through the rain into the house. So we'll work on that on Monday, and that video will be either out Tuesday, or if I can't finish it up Monday, it'll be out Wednesday morning, somewhere around there. But I have that to do, and yeah, we'll just keep on keeping on, keep on mining. Just gonna be mining more efficient stuff to lower the power usage, so I can lower the monthly bill. I haven't decided. I'm gonna sit down and do the math and figure out exactly what my bill should be. I'm thinking it's probably going to be around the $1,400-1,500 mark when I get everything tuned to where I want it to. Current power usage is probably around $1,700-1,800, which I definitely don't want to be paying that out of pocket. If I have to do that for a month or two, I'll probably do it, but I really don't want to. I might sell some crypto just to help cover, because right now, wintertime in the business I'm in is not the best time of the year, so we slow down. So if I don't have to increase my bills during that period, I'd rather not. So anyway, so that's what the game plan is going forward. So I'm going to start sitting down, crunching some numbers, and probably I could do a video too as far as what I figured out, and maybe fine tuning. Maybe I can even figure out how to live stream. Because I haven't messed around and done with that yet as far as some of the tuning things goes. Maybe on Wednesday I can figure something out and do a live stream Wednesday afternoon and just mess around and dick around, like messing around with the efficiencies of the S19s just to get them running more efficiently and lower the power consumption. Because right now, as far as the GPU goes, they're pretty much on a low power algorithm. It's not going to be much lower than what they currently are. So the biggest power savings is going to be, I'm guessing I could probably save about 3,000 watts off of the usage on these breakers. So we'll have to do that. But that's the video for another day. Time to mess around. So until that one, we'll catch you later.